What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Xander, Raymond Charles, and I am so excited to show you guys what I've done to what I would call definitively my most popular and well-known guitar. That, of course, is the Jim Root Fender Stratocaster. So I've been toying and tinkering with this guitar for years now. I've had the body for about 8 years now, give or take, maybe just under 8 at this point, but I've played that body to death, and it's one of my favorite guitars, if not my literal favorite, and it just has become a part of me and synonymous with me. Like, I'm so proud of that. So for 2026, I wanted to give it a little bit of a makeover. I wanted to do something wild with it, something that I took inspiration from another type of guitar, which I'll show you, and I just wanted to make it look cool again, or just have a new era, a new version of the guitar. So enough talking about it. Let me show you guys what I literally just got done doing about 15-20 minutes ago. So first and foremost, I'll show you the body here. We have a brand new red EMG, and I think that looks so sick. That's just a plain old EMG 81 right there. The 81, I think, has always been my favorite of the EMGs. I love the Demonum, and the 85 is cool. The 57, 66 set, those are cool, but 81, tried and true. All my heroes use the 81. I love it so much. So we put a brand new red one in there, and then I think it just matches the color scheme. It just pops. It looks great. I always like the black aesthetic, obviously, but red, just something a little bit different, right? So let me show you the rest of the guitar. This is where it gets stupid, everybody. We have a roasted maple neck, but it is not just roasted. It is flamed. It is a 3A flame roasted maple neck. And I think this absolutely takes the guitar to the next level. Look at that neck. That is so sick. This neck came to my house just last night, and I did like an unboxing. I wasn't going to film it because it's whatever, but I unboxed it, and Jenna and I were both like, dude, that is so unbelievably sick. And I'll take some pictures outside, and I'll get it in the sunlight because, you know, I don't know how well the video is doing it justice, but the flame on this is so sick. From there, I've got some hip shot locking tuners, and I threw it on the neck and just tuned it up, and it's good to go. So this is a no-brand, like a no-name brand neck. I got this off of Reverb about a week ago. So I was chomping at the bit, just waiting forever for this to come in the mail because, you know, the holidays and just, you know, it's a horrible time to buy something in the mail because it's just going to take forever, not only with Christmas stuff, but also to the New Year. Like, you know, the USPS doesn't work that many days around the holidays. So it took a little longer than I wanted it to, but that's just me being impatient because I thought this thing was going to look so cool and I couldn't wait to build this guitar. And lo and behold, it is absolutely amazing. So let me bring this on to the channel. This is the neck that came off the guitar. This was just an Amazon $50 Kramer style neck that I threw on this guitar right before the summer tour. This is the neck that I played at Rockfest on main stage, and I played the tour leading up to that. So this neck is very sentimental, and it's just cool, man. Like, there's so much history with this neck in, what, maybe 6 months' time, 7 months' time. This neck is going to stay with me. I'm not going to, like, sell it or get rid of it or anything like that. And this is definitely one of my favorite necks I've ever played on any guitar. And it was just a cheap $50 Amazon neck. I've said this before in another video, but this is not a Jackson neck. I put the Jackson sticker on this guitar when I was really interested in Jackson, and I kind of was just hoping to one day be a Jackson player. And so, like, I put that on there to kind of just trip people up and kind of tease people and just have some fun, truly, because I like to have fun with my instruments, and that's something that bothers a lot of people, or people forget to do, which is have fun playing music and, you know, have fun in life. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to put a Jackson sticker on there, and then I hollow flashed it because hollow flashing has become a part of my branding, and I'm just really kind of stoked on hollow flashing. I think it's kind of sick. And then I stained the neck with wood stain, and it was done crudely and poorly on purpose, and it created this kind of weathering, you know, what Fender custom shop necks look like. This is just an abundance of wood stain that just dried, and then I wore it away over time with my fingers and just naturally playing it. I put a stinger on it because I love stingers. I spray painted it after I put the tuners on, as you can see, and you can see the tuners weren't exactly the straightest because, I don't know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just what I like to do. I don't like things perfect. I don't like things cute and pretty. But this neck right here, I'm going to keep it for the foreseeable future. It's a part of my journey. It's part of history for me, and I'm just really happy with what this neck did for the guitar and how it served me for the middle to end of 2025. But back to this guitar and back to this neck specifically, this is a 9.5-inch fretboard radius. So kind of like a standard Fender scale fretboard radius, kind of like what the American Professional guitars have. This one right here, I think had a 12, and I like the way this one feels right now, like so far. Granted, I haven't even played this guitar yet. I just set it up and got so excited to make this video. So I'm gonna, you know, obviously play throughout the duration of this video. But this definitely feels like a traditional Stratocaster neck. I love how, like, I don't know whoever bought this or how they got away with it, but that looks very Fender-y to me, right? That looks correct. So I'm stoked with that. And this neck cost $250, but with taxes and shipping, it was pushing $300, which I'm okay with because I think it's beautiful and it's a tax write-off. But also, too, get what you pay for. There's a reason why this guitar, there's a reason why, in my opinion, why this neck cost, like, what, 6 times the amount that this one cost, because the finish, the satin nitro finish on this is great. The wood obviously is absolutely amazing. This reminds me of when I had that JP15 back in like 2018. You guys remember that guitar? That was a really cool guitar of mine, but I didn't vibe with it because it's just not my style, not my aesthetic. I like to, you know, damage my guitar through wear and tear and traveling. So like having a beautiful JP15 just wouldn't make sense to me. But those guitars are so amazing. So if you guys ever need like a phenomenal guitar to play a JP15 by Ernie Ball Music Man. But this is where I got that inspiration. This neck right here reminds me of that neck, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. And then last thing I guess I can say is I got this idea from a Reverb listing. I'll see if I can find it. I hope I can, but I found it maybe like a month ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. I think I saw it first a month ago and then remembered it like 2 weeks ago. But it was a custom shop Fender Strat, and it was all relicked and beat up, but it had a roasted maple flame neck on it. And I love that. I always love trying to pretty up something that doesn't look pretty. I mean, that's kind of like why I did the hollow flash stripe in the first place. The story, or, you know, I kind of made up the story, but it is true, so I can't really make up a story that is true. But like the idea was like, okay, we have this ugly beat up body, let's try to pretty it up, let's try to salvage it. So I put some hollow flash on it to try to like almost put a band-aid over the wound, you know what I mean? Like that was kind of my idea, my thinking behind that. So putting a beautiful roasted maple neck on an absolutely destroyed body is kind of the same thing. It's like trying to salvage it, trying to hide the fact that this thing is not pretty anymore, but we're trying our best to make it look pretty. Does that make sense? That's kind of nerdy, it's kind of dorky, but that's who I am, and that's what I, you know, am unapologetic about. Like that's just what I like to do with my guitars, try to make things look pretty while at the same time make things look ridiculous, right? So all in all, the total cost with these upgrades costs give or take $400. The red EMG 81 costs a little bit more than a stock black one. I don't know if that's because the red itself is more rare or it's harder to make from EMG, but I bought it off of Amazon and it costs just a couple bucks more, maybe like $10, $15 more than a regular black EMG. And then the neck, like I said, was pushing 300, so like 280, 290, something like that. So altogether, just two modifications cost $400, and that's pricey. But looking what I got a brand new beautiful neck and a rare-ish EMG, a lesser known color. I mean, I know Gary Holt has the red ones and stuff like that, but you know, a little different. So all in all, $400 for these upgrades. So everybody, getting ready for 2026, getting ready to hit the road, getting ready to shoot some music videos or live videos. Who knows what the year will bring. We're kind of in the slow season with touring and stuff because of the weather. Nobody's really traveling all that much. But, you know, you best believe in the spring and summer of 26, I'll be back on the road. And this one's definitely coming. I definitely want to continue to play this guitar. I'm getting close to retiring it because, I mean, bro, it's been through so much, right? Like this thing has been through a lot. And, you know, the more I keep it, the more I want to retire it or the less I want to play it. But we're not quite there yet. So I think another year or two on the road extensively, this guitar will reach its limit and reach its retirement age, I guess we'll say. So that's it, everybody. Just a quick video, put some upgrades in my Jim Root Strat, and very, very happy with this guitar and how it continues to evolve. And you know, there's so much lore and so much history with this guitar, and it's just amazing. Like, I love you guys who come out to shows. Like, if I'm playing with Elijah recently, where like you guitar fans will come up to me and want to see this guitar, and I have no problem showing it to you guys because, you know, I grew up with this and grew my channel with this and grew my career with this. And it's just so fun to be able to share that with people who understand how cool this guitar is. So I just love that stuff, man. So, you know, in the near future, be on the lookout for this guitar at a show near you, okay? So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. And I had a lot of fun geeking out and talking about, you know, the latest rendition of my favorite toy, right? All right, everybody. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. And I'll see you at a show in 2026 at some point, all right? Love you guys so much. See you guys later.